And we are live, family. Can we get a team on twice? One, twice. Team. I fucked you up. Yeah, can I get a team on? Yeah, twice is two. Goddamn.
Yeah, well, I couldn't catch it.
Can I get a team on two? One, two, team. Can I get a team on twice? One, twice, team.
Team. That's what we did last time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say 1, 2 team, one twice team. Same thing. Can I get a team on twice? One, twice, team. Can I get a team on twice? One, twice, team. There you go. Yeah, everybody said 1, 2.
Oh, I'm
Let's
so
go.
Sweaty. And you look like you so sweaty too, baby. Ooh, I'm feeling this groove. And I like how you move. Yeah. So
New day, we
over, I ain't trying to take no shower.
Clark sisters, let it sweat.
It get better when you let it sweat. It get better when you let it sweat. It get wetter when you let it sweat. It get better when you let it sweat.
Grind me, behind me, fit me, dip me, wind me, hold me, scratch me, bite me, choke me, grip me tightly.
When my love come down, make I wash it away. How my body tastes better at the end of the day. It's that stinky icky, put your face down in it. It's that gushy stuff you can't get enough of. It's your sissy picture, boy, while you tripping, rub your bed down in it. That's where you come from.
We've been messing around for an
hour.
Fuck a damn
Shower.
You gon' give me strong dick power. I just want some hard dick, long dick tower. Before we get this shit started, you must devour this cunt. Lick it like a stopping nigga, lick a blunt. You a how I want, nigga, don't be a runt. I've been looking for a big dog, you must be a run. Don't front, be scared of the smell of it. So I'm gonna go ahead with my legs for the hell of it.
When the love come down, we don't wash it away. My body tastes better at the end of the day. It's that sticky icky, put your face down in it. It's that gushy stuff you can't get enough of. It's your sissy bitch, boy, while you're tripping, rub your bed down in it. That's where you come from. Day, baby, it gets sweaty. It gets sweaty, baby. It gets wetter, grind me, baby. Grind me, baby. Drop down beside me, baby. I ain't running nowhere. Ooh.
I like this.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm so sweaty. And you look like you.
And now I don't feel that pain no more.
Wake up in the morning, I don't need no snooze. Got a date for a day, and the boom, boom, boom. Meditate for fuel while I wait for the blue. I'm ready to be ready, let's get it, let's go.
Come on, Blue Dot.
I feel alive. I'm so expecting. I believe I'm on crazy.
Talk to me. What we need to do?
When you need me, call me, I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble, baby. When you need me, call me, I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot.
Y'all get your ass in here.
Blue is everything, and everything is green. Blue is everything, and everything is.
What time is it? What I always say?
New way, you do, miss you, let's get it better. Bubble on up. New way, you do, let's get it better. Bubble on up.
Bitch, I'm high on cloud nine. Why you trying to stop my shine? It's my life, it's fine. You won't miss me when I die. I can tell a fucking lie. I can change my fucking mind. I just think you're stuck in time. Bitch, you cannot kill my vibe.
Time $10 fake, $10 fake, Neverland Bank. I'ma fuck around and send the ass to the nation. I'ma run around the boom boom make. $10 front, $10 fake, $10 fake, Neverland Bank. I'ma fuck around and send the ass to the nation. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
I'm
baby.
your blue dot, baby.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
Whatever
baby.
you need.
Blue is everything.
Blue is
And
everything.
everything is green.
Everything is great.
Blue is everything.
Blue is everything.
And everything is green.
Everything is great.
New day, new way, new view, new you. Let's get it. Now bubble on up. New day, new way, new view, new you. Let's get it. Better bubble on up. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot baby. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble.
I know.
When you need me, I'll be right there. When you need me, oh, when you need me, I'll be right there. If that bitch don't get your motherfucking day, boy, something wrong.
You better bubble on up.
Yes.
That's for all my blue dot bubbles, man. All my blue dot bubbles. Y'all get y'all in here, asses in here. New day, new way, new view, new you. Y'all know what time it is. We about to go check out the first 5 at 5, first 5 at 9. I call them our most anticipating, ready to
Kick
get
in
their
the
fucking
door,
head,
baby,
kick in
in
the
the
goddamn
phone.
door. We got Master Gooders as number 1. We got Y'all Love as number 2. We got Mellow Miracles as number 3. Guru Dex at number 4. Jaron Ashton at number 5. And then we got our brother Terrence Evans.
CP, are you with me?
Hey, Terrence looked like an Indian chief or something up that motherfucker, or something off of what's the movie? Warriors come out and play.
Oh, shit.
Let check my boy out. My boy Cooler.
Facebook.
Hey, Chris, he reminded me of you when we first came to class. He didn't have a lot of confidence. He was quiet. He had a big ass chip on his tooth. And my nigga now, he just be like, yo, what up, you know, what I'm saying. So I love to see people come out of their shell.
Yes, sir.
I love to see people
Feel like we
walking
call
themselves.
them TT.
What I realize, people say they in a shell because of how the world has treated them.
Mhm.
People love themselves based on how the world loved them.
Yeah.
Me, I love myself. I got the most confidence. I'm a confident motherfucker because women have always said, you're going to be cute when you grow up. You're going to be my little boyfriend. You're tall, dark, and handsome. So what I received from the world, I gave back.
Yeah.
Most people that the world don't love or the world don't like, they don't like themselves. But you know, if you don't like yourself, you attract people that don't like yourself. So you wonder why don't nobody like you, because you don't like yourself. And you keep attracting people that don't like you. So people that you attract that don't like themselves, that come to you, they don't like you or they don't like themselves. They just found somebody that commiserate. Damn, she don't like herself. I don't like myself. Shit, we can get along.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't be not liking myself, going out with somebody that like themselves. You ever notice a girl with natural hair and no makeup, they can't be friends with a chick that wear all that shit. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible because the girl who don't have on all that shit, no matter what you say or how you feel, you can look at her and say, she likes how she look. She ain't change it. She ain't alter it. Every time the girl that's pretty with all that shit on see her, she gonna feel less than. That's why you ever notice back in the day, bitches, and I hate to say it like that, women with all that weave and makeup and shit, they used to say, look at that nappy ass head, not a girl. She nappy. She nappy. How in the world she walk around with a hat that nappy? They used to get pick and tease. But natural women don't pick and tease them because they can't take it. They can't take it. They'll be if a woman with all that weave say, girl, I don't know how you do it with that nappy hair. The nappy hair girl will say, ain't no big deal. She ignore that shit. But if a girl with natural hair tell a woman with weave, how you walk around with all that shit on your head? She'll get mad. And that's what today's message is about. We're going to settle it into your spirit. What you can't control, you got to ignore. Fuck that shit. That's today's message. Fuck that shit. And when I say fuck that shit, what am I saying? Ignore that shit. If you can't ignore it, it's because you want to control it. And that's your fucking problem. You want to control too much. Ladies, we're about to get into the motherfucking recap. It's time for the what?
Recap,
baby.
Come on, Chris. Chris. Come on, Chris.
Yeah. So, master teacher been on this fucking who, fucking you, fucking them, fucking who you need to say fucking to them show the moment approve, because sometimes you want to be blue in this fucking and you got to say fuck yourself, so you may not always be able to show thyself approve, but you got to move and be okay with the groove that you're in. I wrote down, I want to kind of say it right like I wrote it, right? So how you feel about how you will and deal is based on whose heel you hit with your shopping cart in the store. How you feel about how you will and deal is about whose heel you hit in the back and in the shopping, with your shopping cart. So you bumping into the store, you'll be on that bitch. You could be going fast, you doing kid tricks on it. You don't give a fuck if you leave the shit in the middle of the aisle or nothing. But when you damn start walking and you bump into somebody you didn't expect was there because you in there fucking off like a kid in the candy store, now you like, oh damn, my bad. Right? Yep. My bad. You really like, why the fuck you in my way? But you got to be like, oh, my bad. They stopped you having fun in your boom boom room. So it made me think of that. And then I put the same. Remember, this is all to recap. Master teacher's telling us who you got to say fuck you to, why you got to say fuck you, and in the circumstances in which that will occur. So I was like, same way you have to, you let yourself off the hook. Remember to let others off the hook like you let your own self off the hook. Do unto others until you would do. Look, I'm going to make up my own Bible story. Yes. My Bible verse. But your own proverb. Do unto others like you want people to do to you. So let somebody off the hook today that you claim to love the same way you let your own self off the hook.
Which is an excellent segue into my thought. Great job, Sister Chris. If I'm pushing the shopping cart, the scenario that you use, she was like, the way you will and deal is based on whose heel you hit. And I would like to add, if I may, to her comment, it's also contingent on who you are as the wheeler of the cart. Yeah. Am I the happy kid playing, or am I mad and pissed off and I want to fuck something up? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what vibration are you bringing to the cart as you're pushing it? And that hopefully will have some potential energy, literally, when you hit the person with their heart. If it's a happy fun and I'm a kid in the car just freewheeling, I hit that mad angry bitch with weave on her hair and lashes and she mad at me. Hopefully she pick up on some of my kid energy, be like, oh, she just a kid, big ass kid playing in a shopping cart. She my energy hopefully will transfer to her versus the other way around, and her being like, why the fuck you doing this in the church? And then I feel bad about that great blue shit that I was doing that I intended to do to begin with. So if I would like to just reiterate what Sister Chris said, and also add, because we always bring our own frequency and vibration to the situation. So it's like, if I'm in there being rebellious on some fuck sneaky bullshit, I'm going to run into that bitch with the bad lashes and shit, and she's going to cuss me out. It's going to be the manager. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get kicked out the store. But if I'm just in there happy, freewheeling in my spirit, it's a big ass grocery store. They got a lot of shit I could bump into and be okay. Then hopefully I run into another kid and we in that bitch like zoom. You're
that motherfucker stealing now.
Yeah, that too. No, I'm playing. Grub gonna pay for it when we get to the register. All right, Scrappy. That's all I.
I want them today. I know this is my best message ever. Because the biggest problem in the world is motherfuckers want to control too much shit. Yeah. That's your problem. Everybody in here wants to control something. You can't even control your own motherfucking emotions. You can't control your own feelings. You can't control your life. But you want to control another whole motherfucking human being. Mm-hmm. You can't even make your kids clean their fucking room on time. Mm-hmm. I realized that I stopped fucking with the boys about cleaning their room, and then they start cleaning their room. You're going to have to ignore some shit. Let's get into some words. Control and ignore, because I'm going to have to take you around the world and bring you back on this. Definition of control: the power to influence or direct people's behavior. The power to influence or direct people's behavior. That's the noun form of control. I got power to direct your behavior. The verb form of control is to determine the behavior or supervise the running of. He was appointed to control the company's marketing strategy. I control this motherfucker. I make y'all eat at 12, piss at 9. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one is to take into account the extraneous factors with no variations. If you got to experiment, the people that got the disease, cancer, you giving them a pill. The control is the ones that don't have the pill. Now understand the word control has a certain connotation in our mind, but we know what a remote control is. We tell the TV to go to 22, it goes to 22. We know what a remote control is for a robot. We tell the robot arm up, he move like this. But don't nobody do you like that if you can't do nobody like that. You understand me? Don't nobody control you, and you don't control nobody. Now, the noun form of control means the power to influence people. That just simply means I plan in your head what I want you to think. That's all people doing is controlling you. Somebody can come up to you, plant a thought in your head, and now you mad, angry, ready to kill somebody. They ain't got no more road control up on you. Man, why you go knock that motherfucker out? My man Jay told me he had did this. Oh, you blaming it on Jay. Jay was controlling you. All you had to do was, man, say, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna ignore it. Let's get into the next word, ignore. Ignore means to refuse to take notice of or acknowledge, to disregard intentionally. It's happening. I know it's happening, and I'm choosing on my own to disregard that shit.
I don't.
Now let's get into the message. To choose to disregard on purpose. That's why the word ignorant, a lot of people think ignorant means stupid and dumb. Ignorant means you are ignoring something. Like when they have a hurricane at the beach, and the people say, fuck it, we going down there to the hurricane. When they have a hurricane at the beach, people say, I ain't boarding my windows up. I ain't evacuating. I ain't evacuating the hurricane. Here you go. What you mean? You finna be ignorant? They told you at 8 o'clock a hurricane coming. It's got 800-degree winds. They told you all this shit. You know it, and you're going to choose to not acknowledge that and still stay, so we know we can ignore shit. Oh, baby, I got this rubber right here. Oh, take it off. Oh, don't put it on. I know about AIDS, chlamydia, trick, pregnancies, all that shit. Let me be ignorant and throw this rubber away. Let me ignore all and everything that I know could happen to do what I want to do. Why you can't do that in other situations? Why you can't ignore that nigga fucking with you? Why you can't ignore them texts? Why you got to respond? Why you got to go look at his page? Why you got to go look at her page and see what she's doing? Why you can't ignore it? You know why? Because you want to control people. And you never going to control anybody. Let's get into some shit right here. Fuck that shit. I'm going to ignore it because I can't control it. Everybody say that together. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck that shit. I'm going to ignore it because I can't control it.
Let's say that 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck that shit. I'ma ignore it because I can't control it.
One more time.
Fuck that shit. I'ma ignore it because I can't control it.
That's what you got to do. See, if you don't ignore something you can't control, now it's doing what? Controlling you. If you don't ignore something you can't control, it's controlling you. I wrote down my notes in my phone. I kind of like the technology side. I used to like the paper, but this feels kind of cool right here. Let me start my message. Flip that stick, beat that drum with a different end. Flip that stick, beat that drum with a different end. Let me find something that's big enough to be a stick in here that I can flip on your ass. Flip that stick. Anything I can, fuck it, I'll use this thing right here. This is the thing I love about Chris. I'm gonna beat that drum with this end. I need the stick. I need something that they can do. Let me get something.
What was that again? Fuck that shit. I'm like,
fuck that shit.
Don't worry me right now.
I'm talking to Lynn.
Okay, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I got to ignore you. I can't ignore you because I can't ignore you because your voice makes me think that you're talking to me because you're talking during class. So it's hard for me to ignore. Okay, watch this. This is the good end of Chris. This is the shit I don't like. This is the good end of Lynn. This is the shit I don't like. Imagine if this was a drumstick. I'm going to flip this stick. Oh, I love so much shit about my wife, Chris. I'm playing the drums of life with my wife. Every now and then, some shit I don't like about her show up, and I can choose to flip that stick and said, damn, I don't like this shit. Fuck, she doing that shit again. She doing that shit again. Cut that shit out. I can't control her, so she's controlling me. Now I'm mad because she's doing this shit. I can choose to say, man, let me ignore this shit I don't like about her, because you see this end of this brush, it's bigger. It's wider. It has way more stuff that I love about her, so I can beat that. I like her ass. I like her titties. I like how she treat me. I like this. I like that. I like this. I like that. She has a tendency to make excuses. I don't like that. As soon as she make an excuse, oh shit, she done made me mad. Now flip the stick. Go back to that ass. Nah, she making excuses all the fucking time. I get sick of that shit. Now she controlling me. You get it? Are y'all watching? Do y'all get what's happening? You're beating the fucking drum with what you don't like. Watch this. Flip the stick. Flip the stick on the ass. Beat what you love about them. Most of the time we break up because of the one or two things we don't like about people. Most of the time we hate our job because of one or two things. Come on, man. You don't like your boss, so you're going to go in every day and play that tune. I hate my boss. He make me mad. Always coming in here fucking with me. Or you can say, yo, I like my job. I like all these bitches in here. It ain't too far from my house. I make good money and insurance. My wife being home every night. Play that. You want to play this. Man, they want us to work overtime this weekend. You stupid motherfucker. I'm sick of stupid motherfuckers beating the wrong end of the stick. You know how to beat your dick, don't you? You know how to play with your clit. You don't touch your clit on places that you don't like. You touch the motherfucker where you like it. You tell them, now suck right there. Ignore that, all that over there. I tell a woman, suck the dick head. Ignore my whole body. Ignore my neck. Ignore my chest. Ignore my nipples. Suck the dick head. You better suck what you like. You better flip that stick. When you try to change folks, you step on that blue dot. Who are you to try to change somebody? Who are you trying to change your surroundings? Who are you? You walk in the room and the first thing you say is, ooh, it's cold in here. Well, I ain't finna turn my air off in my house for you, bitch. You better get a coat and get the fuck out of here. Ooh, it's hot in here. Well, I ain't finna turn my heat off for you, nigga. You better goddamn go outside or some shit. You ain't finna control my house. You don't understand, when you can't control something, it's because you won't ignore it. Either two things gonna happen. Something you don't like, you're gonna try to control it, which you can't control nothing but yourself. And you can't even control yourself because you can't control your thoughts. I ain't never gonna call him again. I'm gonna block him, delete him, undo him, everything. Next day. Bitch, you can't control your motherfucking self, nigga. I'm gonna stop drinking. I can't control myself because I don't know how I feel. Every week I stop drinking. I've been quitting drinking for years now. And I don't even drink like that. I just like to have me a brew on the live because I like to look like I'm getting fucked up, smoking around reefer, and make people feel like he having a good time just talking shit. It's a part of my show. A lot of times I have water in there. That's a lie. It's beer. Mostly liquor. Sometimes I have liquor in the beer glass, so you don't think I'm drinking liquor that early. That's a lie. Now, focus on what you like because you can't change anything or anyone. Just be oblivious to anything that bothers you and focus on what you love. Man, people been doing this shit over for their whole life. People been being who they are their whole life. Hey, guess what? Amazon has been a company before you got there. You're going to go in there and change the production line? Yeah. I don't like how they do. Well, get out of here. Break been 9:30 at Amazon for 10 years. Now we should be able to break 9:15, y'all. Everybody else get on my team. Everybody, I need everybody else. And everybody like, I don't really care about that. And then you said, these motherfuckers on this job, Uncle Tom's, because I couldn't control them. Yeah. I want everybody to kneel because of Colin Kaepernick. You walk in the stadium and it's 100,000 people kneeling for Colin Kaepernick. What do? Why you ain't kneeling, sir? You a traitor and you don't love Colin Kaepernick. And I'm like, hey, focus on the 100,000 people that kneeled for you. You're focusing on what you couldn't control. Obviously, they don't mind. I'm going to tell you a quick story and I'm going to move on. I damn near slapped this goddamn pastor when I was younger. This pastor was walking around the church and he was knocking folks out. He wasn't controlling people. He was just saying shit like, I'm going to come around to you and I'm going to put the spirit in you. And the spirit only lives in true places of God. And if I can't put the spirit in you and the spirit don't go in you, you must be a devil. So now he done set the world up. He done control the audience. If he walk up to you and tap you, if you don't fall out, he says a devil in here. Oh, y'all give me the power. Y'all give me the power. And the whole church is all praying. And then he'll touch you again. Back. And the motherfucker be like, let me just fall out. I ain't like how that felt being the devil in front of everybody. I just didn't like it. He didn't make you fall out with his hand. He got in your mind and controlled you. Yeah. But see, I'm a little kid. I'm ignoring that shit. I'm looking at the girls. I'm smelling. I'm sneaking in my grandma's pocketbook, stealing change. I ain't hear all that shit. And for some reason, he said, we're going to get the kids in. And my grandma was on the usher board. And I looked around and I saw all the parents whisper to the children, make sure you pass out when the pastor hits you. Because if you don't, they going to think I got a devil spawn. I ain't hear that shit. Knock out kids. He knocking kids out. Kids, kids, we falling out different ways. We figuring out, so we get to play. This is our first time to get to shout and say, I'm knocked out. God, So kids, I ain't hear this shit. He got to me. I'm Mary Plummer grandson. I'm going to put the spirit of God in you. I said, yeah, I want the spirit of God. That bitch touched me on my forehead. I smacked him. I said, oh. He said, we got a strong devil in here. My grandma stood up and said, you goddamn fall out. Right there in the church. She said, you goddamn fall out. Because your grandma can speak sign language to you with her mouth and you can read her lips. So all I know is I saw, goddamn. And I saw her reaction. You better goddamn fall out. Pastor go to touch me again. I'm being rebellious today. Fuck it. You ain't gonna beat me in front of the whole church, are you? Fuck that shit. I don't want to fall out. You ain't gonna control me in here. Because I done ignored the shit you said. See, you can't be controlled when you got your ignore switch on. So come on, he wound up. We gonna get this little motherfucking devil right here. Oh, the devil in him. Oh, bam, touched me. I looked at him and said, start shouting. He said, go out. They said, he's speaking in tongues. He got the spirit. He said, go out. Go out. I wouldn't go down. So now I'm thinking the attention on me. Now I'm just running around the church. All of a sudden I felt something say, yank, like saying, my grandma snatched him. The spirit got him. Snatched my ass so hard to the floor. My hand bounced. Head concussion. I couldn't get up. She said the spirit finally got him. She remote controlled me because I had ignored it. She snatched me to the floor. See, what you try to do is you plant your thoughts in people's minds. And if you can't control them, you start saying shit like, if you don't do this, I ain't gonna give you no pussy. He said, well, that remote don't work. Plenty of pussy out there. I tell women all the time, they say, my man don't do right. I'm gonna get stingy in the bedroom. Well, that's the easiest thing he can fix. Chris said that to me one time. She said, I ain't gonna give you no pussy up. Make you sleep on. I said, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You'll be better off hiding the soap and the toilet tissue and hiding the toothpaste. Because as a man, I'll be more upset if there won't no toothpaste in the house than my wife not giving me no pussy. Oh, you don't want to fuck? Okay, I'm about to go for a jog.
Yeah. I'm so appreciative.
Why the fuck is the goddamn toothpaste, Chris? You know you're the one that's supposed to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? Not to stop you, but I'm appreciative of that information. Last thing I want to do is think that the shit I'm trying to do to use don't even fucking work.
You be better off not washing my drawers. I wear this shirt. They know I like black shirts because it make me not look as fat. If I wake up, I ain't got no goddamn black shirt. That's what you better keep my black shirts done. Over talking about some goddamn pussy. This shit finna get good. Focus on what you like because you can't change it. Be oblivious to things that bother what you love. Folks, and the job has been the same way before you got there. Watch this. Focusing on what is slows down focusing on what is to be. We know this. You focusing on the fact that your man don't let the toilet seat down. when you should be focusing on him being a great provider. You focusing on the fact that your woman don't know how to bend her ass over right, but you should be focusing on what you want her to be. Some things you ain't gonna change. Some things you ain't gonna never change. Some things you just gonna have to deal with. I'll give you a perfect example of what we do to each other. I'm gonna tell you how you do. We fight tit for tat. This is how we do. And I'm a man. Men do it too. Women do it more, but men do it too. Watch this. Quick story. Toothpaste. I don't even fucking use toothpaste no more. So see how that problem alleviated itself? Me and Chris shared toothpaste for a long time, and I don't squeeze the toothpaste all neat. My ex-wife used to fold that bitch from the bottom and squeeze it neat and perfect. And I liked it, but I don't do that. And she would get mad at me. Why are you squeezing my toothpaste wrong? I never understood what she meant. She said she like her shit to fold up neat because she want every ounce of toothpaste out of it. She couldn't change me. I left the bitch. She wouldn't let that go. She was the type of person that when you wash your hands, she wants you to dry the sink out. She was a neat freak. She wouldn't let that go. All this 6'6" tall, handsome nigga slinging that big dick, paying these bills, going out in public with her, making her look good. She could not ignore that little shit. She wanted to control me. Guess where she at now? Somewhere standing around.
I didn't even do that. Why you
Your ass could have been. I'm joking with you.
It's
But
the
look,
way you
there's
said
a
it,
point.
not what
There's
you
a point.
said.
What's the point?
'Cause
So when
couldn't.
I got with Chris wasn't neat. She wasn't dirty, but she wasn't neat. So I called myself, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show the boys how to clean up perfect, show her how I like shit clean up perfect, and from here on out, you're going to take it from there. Go. She like, I show the boys how to iron and wash clothes and everything, and then one day I wake up in the morning, hey, it's 6:30 in the goddamn morning, what the fuck the dryer going? They got their drawers in the closet, clothes in the dryer. They have reverted back to what their mama taught them. Mama washed the clothes, take them out, throw them in the goddamn corner. When she get ready to get dressed, she throw an outfit in the dryer and get the wrinkles out.
Yeah.
I hated that shit. I tried to control that woman. I tried to control it because based on my ex-wife. But then once I realized, I said, let me ignore this shit. I can't control this woman. This is making an issue. Let me ignore this shit. Soon as I started ignoring it, giving her peace, she wanted to change for me. She wanted to make me happy. People around you gonna want to make you happy, but they can't do it overnight. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I started ignoring it, it made her even think about it more. Mm-hmm. See, when you can't control something, you got to ignore it, and then it gets better, whether they change or not. That shit ain't an issue no more. So the point I'm making, Chris would squeeze the toothpaste. I don't know what the fuck she do, but every time I use the toothpaste, when I use it, the shit come out toothpaste straight. When she use it, somehow water get in this shit. And I was like, why is this toothpaste liquidy? Has anybody seen toothpaste get liquidy when it come out?
That's because I rinsed the brush off first.
And I'm thinking, is she putting the toothpaste on the wet brush, pushing it down in there? Bitch, I don't want your gums and germs and shit on the motherfucking brush. But all I know is the toothpaste used to come out watery. And that shit irked the fucking hell out of me. And because I had things that irked her that she wanted to change, she would come to me. I need you to leave the toilet seat down. Da-da-da-da-da. So every time I saw that water in the toothpaste, I said, I need you to put that water up in that fucking toothpaste. And we just going back and forth, fucking with each other about some shit that we can't control, that we could really ignore. Think about this. Before, I could have went out and bought my own tube of toothpaste, but I wanted to control her that bad. I wanted her to do it my fucking way. And that's dumb. The second I ignored this shit, it stopped happening. You can't control nobody. You can't control nobody. Now, let me give you some game. Let me give you some game about how this shit works. I want you to say, fuck it. I can't control that shit. I'm going to ignore it. Watch this. Focusing on what is slows down focusing on what need to be. I get up every morning and before I go in that bathroom, if this motherfucking toothpaste fucked up again and it be fucked up again, now I'm mad. Now I want to go wake her up in the very same way. This is how this shit should go. Watch this. I wrote down a lot of shit. What you need to do is ignore it. Ignore it. And when the person come to you and say, hey, I'm sorry I put water in the toothpaste again, guess what you say? You don't got to say sorry. I ain't even noticed that shit. Boy, that does a lot for a person, whether you know it or not. No need to apologize. I ain't even noticed that shit. Because you ain't noticing it. Because you ain't tuned into it. I got to the point where I started going in the bathroom, take my toothpaste, squeeze a little bit of the water out, then squeeze it. Chris said, I'm sorry. I said, baby, I ain't noticed that shit. For long, that shit ain't even a problem no more. Because when you ignore something and don't notice it, it really don't bother you. So the person that's doing it will work harder to change because they feel like you're not trying to what? Control them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you know what? When you was when you was telling a story about the ex-wife stuff, what you just said, I was like, yo, I was trying to change, right, to do stuff differently. And then he like, yeah, she wash them, she hang them up, she iron them, she put them up. I'm like, wait, I'm not doing all that though. I didn't have I didn't even get into the basic rhythm of it. Yeah. So it was like, not only do you want me to change to conform to what you're used to, you want me to have the same process. I'm just trying to wash your shit and throw it in the corner with us first.
Yeah, exactly. Let me get it back. Yeah. Now, what happens when that happens is this. What we do is the shit we can't control that we won't ignore, we make a mountain out of molehill. We make it real big. We make it real big. We amplify little shit because we're not happy within ourselves because we can't control our own life. So we amplify shit like the toilet seat down. Bitch, how about looking down? Same way you want me to look down and close it after I piss, you look down and close it before you sit the fuck down. Or do me a favor, after you get through pissing, lift the bitch up because you know I'm gonna piss next. Don't make sense to it. For a man to ask a woman to think about him, that don't make sense. So let's just ignore this shit. Let's ignore this shit and it'll get better. You can't make your job get better if you walking around your job focusing on the shit you hate every day. Ignore that shit. You can't control it. Your job will get better. You'll end up with a new fucking job probably. It's two ways to have a breakthrough with this ignoring shit. It's only two ways you can do things. Two ways you can do shit. You can do like most people do, try to control shit, which is work their energy up. I need you to do this, I'm sick of this, I equate that to building momentum running into a brick wall. Now you can do that if you want to. I do what I said, control, bam! And the brick might fall out the wall and they get a little better. But they ain't getting better for you, they getting better because they hate you worrying them. They need to get better for themselves. So you do it again. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. Before you know it, you're hurt and you're tired and you're more frustrated. But you can't stop because you invested in this shit. I've been running against this wall 5 years, goddammit. I'm gonna break this motherfucker down. I've been trying to get her to do this 10 years. I'm gonna break this motherfucker down. Now you've been trying her to fix the toothpaste. I'm using something stupid and minuscule. You've been trying to get her to fix the toothpaste, smashing up against her for 10 years. You're so frustrated. You're so upset. Now the toothpaste is enough for me to leave. Fucking, I'm gone.
You already know.
But you done walked out on something that,
so sad.
Golly, beat that end of the drum.
Yeah.
This is just the toothpaste. Even that little tap, tip, tip. It don't even be loud. Look, imagine this. Tip, 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 or boom, 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 boom. You gotta focus on the things you want the most. Fuck that shit. I'm ignoring it because I can't motherfucking control it. Fuck that shit. I'ma ignore it because I can't control it. Y'all know I told y'all me and Chris' sex life on what it's supposed to be. Fuck that sex life. I'ma ignore it. I can't control it. Pussy way different. We fuck way better than we did in 15 years of marriage. Because I said, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. The second you said, fuck that shit that I can't control, I'm ignore it, it's going to get better. Why? Because you don't see it no more. These motherfuckers, you don't understand. I stopped seeing that shit. I want you guys to understand. You can't make pink shit green. You have to turn your back on pink shit. You can't make pink shit green. Here comes a pink bear, 5 of them from my past because I sent them pink bubbles. Here come 5 pink bears. Hey, pink bears, what's up? Oh, I don't like that. So I'm going to sit here and try to paint these pink bear green. I'm going to try to make it feel better. No, I'm going to say, all right, there go my pink bears. They upon me because of my thoughts. Let's go think about some other
green
shit.
scarf on my pink bear.
Let's go ignore that shit. Before you know it, you will be happy in some other shit with the world going on, trouble around you. Y'all ever notice that? That's what a Christian does. Their bills can be due, all this shit, and they say, I won't complain. They say, I won't complain. That's why everything they go their way. That's why the slave master didn't even realize he was giving them people law of attraction. He was giving them people faith. Just believe that Jesus gonna fix this shit. What? I can't do nothing else? Oh, well, I ignore the beatings. I ignored all the days of work. I'm just waiting for Sunday. Oh, wait in the water. Jesus gonna come. Jesus gonna come. I won't complain. For Lord, master come in one day. He said, well, law said I gotta let y'all go. What you mean, boss? Y'all free. We ain't do nothing. Jesus done it. Jesus done it. Everything that I ever wanted to be given to me. And guess who done it? My source done it. I ignored all the bullshit. I'm a man that has had 2 miscarriages by my ex-wife. So a woman being pregnant is scary to me because I didn't experience that. You know how hard it was for me to ignore this? And I'm still ignoring that fact in my life. Imagine a woman. My ex-wife mother had 3 miscarriages before she had her 2 daughters. Imagine getting pregnant. Miscarriage. Finally, that 3rd time, you with the man that you love, and I kind of have miscarriages. Imagine how that woman had to ignore that to carry them babies to full term. So any woman that has a baby, I love and respect. I just say women need to do better in their decision making, but I love my black women. See what I'm saying? I love my black women. What I'm trying to say is the things you cannot change, you have to say, fuck it. You have to ignore that shit. Because guess what's going to happen? That toothpaste, that toilet seat will drive you fucking crazy. I'll give you another perfect example. Lynn is here now. Let me show you how shit work out. I'm the type of motherfucker, when I get up in the morning, soon as the alarm come on, boom, I feel the static, I'm on 10. Chris is the type of motherfucker that likes to lay around all day. So in our relationship, I would get up, turn the music on. See, she do hair, so she ain't got to go to work at 1, 2, whenever she get ready. I'm going to school teaching. I need to get in my mode. So I would go in the garage, go in other rooms just to get up. I had my clothes in another room. Why? Just so I didn't disturb her in the morning. I was letting her control me, doing a lot of shit. And I was being stifled. I was being stifled with her attitude. She just not happy. She's not happy. Why? Because you couldn't do what? Control me. So it got to the point she kept trying to control me so much, it was making me unhappy. Where I'm like, I gotta leave. I don't want to be in this shit no more. I need some happiness. I need someone to sanctify. I need something different. Lynn is here now. Lynn, when you first wake up, how do you feel in the morning?
Like dancing and singing. I said like singing and dancing.
Like singing and dancing. She wakes up in the morning like feeling like singing and dancing. So when I wake up in the morning, whether I'm with Lynn or with Chris, where do you think I go? I go straight to Lynn in the morning. And guess what? Chris loved it. Speak to him on how you feel when I leave that room in that morning and you can have that whole bed and just speak to him, because a lot of times, so you understand, I sleep with Chris one night in her room, I sleep with Lynn the next night in her room, and we rotate nights. So just so you understand, at one time I thought Chris was going to be so angry, then I realized, damn, she the one that suggested that every other night shit. I said, this bitch trying to get me out. Speak on that.
The same way, of course, in hindsight, I never meant to stifle him in the morning, but I wake up how I wake up, and that's a lot for me to wake up with somebody all up and I'm still trying to lay down, you know what I'm saying? Or they making noise, they moving stuff, they slamming stuff, and I ain't ready yet. So her being a person that was up and, ready about the day, once I seen it, and I was like, well, why would I keep him in here with me, trying to keep him quiet, or me pretending to want to get up when there's a person in the house that's already up, you know, and those are the things when people look back and say, I'm everything for somebody. That's ridiculous. You can't never be, you won't be. And at some point, y'all will be in different spaces in your lives where it won't allow you to be, and you can't stifle the person, and they can push you anywhere just to try to keep a connection that is shifted.
You're not everything. If you're still with them, it's some shit they're ignoring about you.
Yeah.
If you still, it's some shit you just gonna have to ignore. I got friends that love me, but they know I overtalk people. Mm-hmm. They just ignore that shit. Anybody that's my friend, if we having a conversation, having a good time, and everybody said, Grub, you just interrupted me. Grub, you just interrupted me. Grub, you just interrupted me. Grub, I would be interrupting motherfuckers all night. There would be no fun. You could not enjoy me if I couldn't interrupt you.
I'm the grub of people.
Seriously, listen to what I'm saying. My personality. Yeah. If I didn't curse, you wouldn't enjoy me. I cuss. My mama called me little motherfucker, called my brother little motherfucker. We could tell. Little motherfucker. It was like she had a motherfucker and a motherfucker, and we could tell who she was talking to. So I curse. If we at a party or somewhere, I'm a show off. I be rapping, I be singing. If you say, girl, you always showing off, you're not going to enjoy me. If you don't let me be me, you're not going to enjoy me. If you don't let me be me, you're not going to enjoy me. I got friends. There are people in this class. There are certain things that I might not necessarily like about them. I just ignore it. Shit don't bother me. You can't control it. Ignore it. You walk around life trying to control what people think about you. God damn. Whoa. And you know the only way you can control somebody is to plant thoughts in their head. So you walk around lying, casting the wrong spells to the universe, trying to control how somebody else see you, and the universe just give you more of the lies that you don't want.
Yeah. Woo! You can start right there.
You walk around trying to make people think about you a certain way, and they only think about you how they feel. One day I might snow, tomorrow I might rain. One day you can love me, the next day you can hate me. I had a girl in my class before, and that's why Mama Hunger tell you, I'll kick anybody out of my motherfucking class. I had a girl in my class before. I was on the way to Texas. She was one of my most vocal students. So much so to the point that she was kind of like trying to overtalk me. So she loved me through the internet, sang my praises. I'm the greatest guy. I changed her life. I made her life better. So on the way to Texas, she said, stop by. I stopped by. Things didn't go the way she want to go. The next day in class, she started batting off me. I kicked her fuck ass out of the class. Hammy. I kicked your fuck ass out of my motherfucking class. You gonna like me one day, hate me the next day. Somebody sent me some shit the other day. I see I'm still influencing them. Because you saying new words that I done made up. Yeah, if you say Craig Mama from back in the day, that's okay. But you saying new shit from the new session. How you doing, sweetheart? I know you watching. Let me tell you something. My ex-wife and my ex-best friend, when I separated from my ex-wife, me and my ex-best friend had a fallout about something. They hooked up and fell in love. Why? They miss me so much. You can't shake my spirit. You can't shake me. You can't shake me. You can't shake me. Because I'm only honest and pure. I'm probably one of the most honest, purest hearted, honest motherfucking representations of Christ you ever met. So you can't shake me because you ain't used to meeting nothing like that. I can't be shooken. That's what my granddaddy told me when I was little. He said, boy, stand on your own too. Always tell the truth and be honest with folks, and they won't be able to shake you. I ain't know what he meant. You can't shake me. I'm your friend for life. Or you're going to want to know what's going on for life. That's just how it goes. Why? Half of it because you didn't let me plant my mind in your mind. Who does that? You let somebody plant their mind in your mind and think you're going to be able to shake that teaching, that philosophy. I still walk around and I live the life of Christ. I try my best to live the life of Christ. That's the best teaching I ever received. The teachings of Jesus Christ and his life and the Holy Bible and the Quran and the Shepuat and the Book of Maccabees. Those religious texts, that's the best information I've received. I can't shake that shit. That shit is still in my head, but I don't let it control me because I choose what I want to think about. You get that? I can't shake Jesus Christ. I just don't think that this motherfucker walked on water. I can't shake the power of the Holy Spirit because it's right here. I know I done been in my life and motherfuckers had me worried about what they was thinking and won't even dare. I know I've been doing shit, lying, moving, willing, and dealing, and ain't nobody said a motherfucking word to me. All because I let that Holy Spirit, that pink, get in my mind. You know how many times I've had friends to say to me, and I talk about it all the time because it's the happiest moment in my life. It's an ultimate manifestation. When I said to Chris, y'all wait until Davion get 18 till I try to have a baby. My mama, friends, cousins, when are you going to have some kids? I'm waiting for my wife's tubes tied, so I'm waiting for her kids to get older. We have our life together. House will be paid off. This house 5 years from being paid off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to add on to it. I said, I'm waiting for that to happen. Then I have me some kids. Men can make kids up until they old as fuck. I got an uncle that's younger than me. My granddaddy had a baby at 69. So my vibration about how old men can make kids was different than other people. And people said, man, you letting that woman control you. That's some dumb shit. That woman going to let you raise her kids, fuck around, and you done got old and gonna die when your kids get here. You done did all this shit. And that shit was going in my head. But guess what? That ghost Holy Spirit didn't bother me. Davion graduated in June. The little girl due in May. Seemed like the motherfucking universe right on goddamn time. She gonna come here. He gonna get to chill with his little sister a little bit. Then he gonna get the fuck out. And then she gonna get his room. Seemed like the universe was walking like it talking. I didn't let that spirit affect me. You got 2 wives and the baby's from an outside woman? What the fuck? Nigga, you a pimp. No, I'm not. I'm honest. Yeah. I'm truthful. No, you're the pimp. You had a baby on your wife and made her sit down and hold your hand and said, yes, I violated my marriage and went out here and fucked this bitch raw and had a baby on the side. And she's sitting there smiling like she don't care. I could sit down in between Lynn and Chris and say, y'all tell our story. And no animosity, and they'll be holding the baby. Shit. They love me so much, they've been lactating around this motherfucker. I'm just saying, the point I'm making is, your life is your life. The shit you cannot control will drive you crazy if you don't ignore it. The shit you cannot control. Why are you trying to make your friend who you've known for 10 years, 20 years, who you love, who've been there beside you, why are you trying to make them do this right here? Why are you trying to control a motherfucker? Why you can't be happy? That's your blue dot. You should be happy for them. Oh, you moving? I'ma miss you. I wish you didn't. But girl, go down there and blaze the path. At least I have somewhere to come visit. See what I'm saying? If you can't control it, fuck it and ignore it. If you keep focusing on what you cannot control, you will never get what you can control. And that's control of your own fucking mind.
Yeah.
Hit that.
Woo! Yes. Woo! The summary though, just the last 2 lines is like, I don't have nothing to say because that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I did think though, during the message was, I just think you got, and I want y'all to ask yourself this, but I just think people not picking people that they could use enough to ignore them.
They're picking lowlifes.
So they don't have this flip. Like, I love that you couldn't find a stick, so you used the brush because they had the fatter end and the smaller end. You get what I'm saying? Don't beat the drum with the little end. Don't let the little end vex you and weigh heavier than the bigger side, right? But then I remember talking to clients and thinking, wow, I don't think they man like mine. You get what I'm saying? Like, once I got married and I'm having these conversations about marriage and I'm listening with different ears, hearing women complain about their husbands, then I realized, oh, they don't see this man as a asset or a come up for them in their life in no type of form or fashion. They don't value him. They don't think he's special in no type of way. You get him? So and then in that case, then to them, they're not gonna see the weight because they won't be able to flip nothing around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all got to pick people y'all could use more or something because you so you can have some shit the damn way. Yeah, that's it.
Mine, look at here. I just feel like it's so much other shit that I want to be doing and thinking and talking about that negative shit is just, it's no room for that, ignoring stuff. I don't know. That just kind of came with my childhood and my upbringing. Like yeah. So it was definitely a great lesson. Super good reiteration of, again, like the stuff that we learned in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that the little kid that's beating on the desk next to you while you taking a test, you're not the teacher. You can't go over there and pop him on the hand and tell him to stop beating. You just got to dig in deeper into your focus on the test. And the only way to do that is to turn off your focus on the other shit. I don't hear it. I don't see it. It didn't come from me. It didn't come out of me. So it didn't come from me. This ain't my shit. Whatever that is that's going on, that's being coming at me, means it ain't my shit. Cause it's coming at me. It's somebody else's. So there's just the shield. You just put your fucking guard up. Like, yo, you that's yours. Whatever you got is yours, and I do not receive. So yeah, it's like you ignore the doorbell, you ignore the phone, you ignore the buzzer and the timer, and all you ignore the stoplight, the red light, you ignore the break time is over at the job. So we know how to ignore. We just pick and choose what the fuck we want to ignore. Like the other class, we know how to let ourselves off the hook when we fuck somebody over, but we be mad as
the same
shit.
Courtesy for a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just be like, okay, they on some fuck shit, and I'ma ignore it and go by my day,
get a fuck
singing
you
and
pass.
dancing,
and you get a fuck you pass, and you get a fuck you pass, and we all get a fuck you pass, right? Yeah, that's so. That shit is yeah.
Because I just don't want to be in that space. I don't even want to dwell on it. Like whatever they said, whatever they did, it's just some fuck shit on their part.
You know what I thought about of a good movie, Shallow Hal. It just because to me that's a good representation of your mind don't see what you don't want it to see. You get what I'm saying? If y'all haven't seen Shallow Hal, like you gotta, it works in every situation. You know how you lose keys and then you be like, damn it, I can't find them. And then as soon as you stop thinking about them, they be right there like, motherfucker, I've been waving. You know what I'm saying? I even fell off the counter for you, you know?
Terrence, your device is not connected. Somehow, Terrence, your device is not connected. So I see Terrence. There you go.
You stop thinking about it. Fuck, I've been waving. You know what I'm saying? I even fell off the counter for you.
Terrence, your device is not connected. Somehow, Terrence. Turn the volume down on your phone.
Oh, hold up. Let me turn up.
While y'all doing that reminds me of someone we used to know, and y'all was like, she be mean to you. And I'm like, I ain't noticed. I ain't even looking for that. I'm here for one purpose, to get one thing, and anything else is just not even on my radar.
Talk to us, T.
Give it to us, TT.
He's like, this shit sexy.
Hey, when you bubble up, hey, I ignored what you said the first time in the video, that first one. I'm like, I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, he got me on that. I was like, I don't know what that nigga was trying to say. Is I guess his teeth make me feel good. I'm like, wait, I got you on this one, though. I was like, I fixed them joints, though. I fixed them. Hey, think about the lesson, ignoring shit. Yo, I got that shit packed down.
Damn right.
But then again, yo, some stuff, what I learned from the lesson is that there's some stuff I haven't ignored, and then I learned like, oh, word, you know what I'm saying? It's some stuff I have to ignore myself sometimes and ignore other people. I might get caught up in a frequency and let it get up in me, and then I put out my vibe on that junk, and really I probably won't even care about it. but I'm just putting out my vibe though, you know what I'm saying? And it come off like, yo, it ain't me though. You know what I'm saying? Really some shit I don't even care about. Then I'll go back and think about it like, oh man, why I do that? Because I wasn't ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, you know. This is a good lesson though. It made me think about a lot of stuff like that though. Like ignore some shit that you might see in the media, you might see on the street, and then try to push it on somebody else, controlling them, trying to be like, yo, don't be like that. Like my nephew, you know, I just got involved with the stock market, this forex and all that stuff, and I've been learning it. Now I'm trying to push it on him, but he like ignoring it and stuff. But then I'm trying to be aggressive with him, like nah, teasing him with it and stuff. You know, saying showing him my little change and stuff like that, teasing him. But then it's like it's throwing me off of what I should be doing instead of just like, all right, I plant the seed inside him. You know what I'm saying? At least the seed is planted, and just go and handle my business and stuff like that, which I did do. You know, that's why I said this is a good example. I like this lesson. So
I appreciate you, bro. Let me say something real quick. Hop is a perfect example of that. Me and Hop was talking. He said he had 5,000 friends. He blocked and deleted 4,500 of them, and his business subscription went up 80%. See, you got too much to focus on. And what I learned from that is you have to ignore what you don't want. You have to ignore what you don't want. I get so many messages from people now that's mad at me. Oh, you asking for cash apps now. You just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Let me give you a perfect example of what I mean. I had a board yesterday. A sister called me. She wanted a board. She was real fucked up. She had been watching the George Floyd case. Why wouldn't you ignore that shit? You know good goddamn well that man gonna get off. Understand, when you acknowledge 4 cops squishing a nigga as wrong, you admit the whole Milwaukee Police Department is filed. So they'll get off. Very likely. So they watching the trial. Oh my God, no. Oh, they saying this. And the girl, after I finished talking to her, I talked to her, and I couldn't get to the bottom of it. And then I just said, what you been watching recently? She said, George Floyd trial. I said, girl, get off my goddamn line. You got a black husband and black sons, and you watching a trial about a man getting squished, and you got a black son and a black husband, and they finna let this motherfucker get off, and they besmirching George Floyd's character. Why wouldn't that traumatize you? Why wouldn't that hurt you? It's trauma porn. It's like a club flyer. When I saw it came up on my TV, remember I said something, I made a post about it. You know, I got a smart TV now and all the shit that's on TV. And it was like a flyer. It said, the trial. Big ass picture of George Floyd. George Floyd trial. Then it had police officer Derek Chauvin in small white letters. It's like they saying, come look at what George Floyd did to get killed. I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching This Is Us. I ain't watching nothing of that shit. I told you I've been watching cartoons and westerns. I like fantasy shit now. Y'all wrap this up. I see Mama Onda right here. Mama Onda, come on in here.
Hey, good morning. You know, I posted this morning that you can't cheat yourself. You gotta play the game every day. And this lesson really summed that up for me. Just the whole concept of ignoring things that bothers you. And as you were sharing the lesson, I got to thinking about things that I ignore. You might remember this. I asked you about how I get my son to clean his room. Well, I done tried every damn thing. That shit don't work. But you know what? When I started ignoring his ass, he started doing more things that I wanted him to do. Like when I ask him to do something like get the trash out, he get it out right then. He don't drag. But when I was harping on it, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? This shit wasn't getting done. So walking out the game in reality really shows you that this shit really worked. And that's all I got.
Thank you, Mama. Hey, I've been looking for that beat. I'm gonna get it. I'm that
right.
is hard to find, Jack. Yeah. Check this out. Y'all go ahead. I had a real good fucking point. I
thought,
go
okay.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
I thought of something when you were talking about what it is versus what it will be. And immediately I thought of blinders, because that's what ignoring stuff is in my mind. That's what I put on is a blinder.
Blockers.
Yeah, exactly. Bullshit blockers.
Mhm.
And so I thought of the horses, because that's where the vision came from. And so I was like, yo, when you said ignoring something is focusing on what will be versus what is. And I was like, oh, that's why they have the blinders on the horses, because they have to focus on the finish line, which is what will be. Because I'm not there yet, but a horse is gonna get there fast as shit. Okay, but and because it's a horse and it's going fast as shit, what is all the shit that I'm flying by, that my mind would want to look at, you know, and be like, what the fuck was that? Berries, bear, food, you know, like, yeah.
Before blinders, they
all over the place.
And a male horse, who that bitch? Oh, he been in bucked up jockey.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
fat
thinking.
bitch running by here.
Yeah, if I'm a
Put some
female
glasses
horse,
on that motherfucker.
Going that fast,
and I
like,
see,
all the-
I see a thoroughbred out there, I'll be, you know, but yeah, it's what is. It's like you got something in your mind, you going to the store, somebody pull you to the side and they in they shit, and you just like, okay. And I'm back where I was going to what will be, because that what is was not what the destination was. It was just a pit stop, you know, really a distraction. So,
man, I as I sat here and wrote and prepared this message, man, you know, it be like the messages that I be like this is like my favorite message, man.
Yeah,
like
I love
it.
It'd be crazy because I'd be like I'm gonna ignore the fact that I'm not up here trying to impress y'all. I'm up here trying to speak my message. I've been speaking on fuck it. Tomorrow is the last day of fuck it. Tomorrow is the last day of fuck it. I've been doing each series 15 days. We had a series that was the foundation was maybe 17, 18 days. What today was like day 62 or some shit.
63.
So we just been rocking and rolling, man. 63 days together. And I was telling Chris, me and Chris had went out to eat yesterday, and I was trying to make her understand, yo, this game is really a game. And it's a lifetime game. It's like back in the day, you got Mario. On Super Mario, you start with 3 men. And you might get to level 1, 3, or level 2. For long, you done died and lost all 3 men. But you learned a lot. The game ain't over. You just hit reset, get 3 more men, and get to that place again. In the very same way, Mario got to the point where I could jump on a duck and get unlimited men. Once I got unlimited men, I became even more confident and happy in playing the game, because I know I had enough men to finish without dying at all. And that's how your life is. You got enough men to start all over. Every board, you got enough men. Chris used to do this. I got barrels and bubbles. I understand it. I ain't gonna make those mistakes no more. I ain't gonna mess up no more. Then as soon as she make those same mistakes or mess up again, she said, damn, I ain't learning the game. I'm like, no, you're learning the game. You see the mistake. You realized it quicker. Before, you used to lie and cry and defend that bullshit. Now you acknowledge it's a mistake. You're gonna always make mistakes. You're not going to always do what you would want to do first. But the key is to notice it. That don't mean you're never. I see women that they said, I'm never going to fuck with an ain't shit. I lost a sister from this class based on her own word. I lost a sister from this class. I looked at her like a little sister. She had been in this class. I've been here teaching her. She had been coming up my house. I was mentoring her. And she finally said to me, she said, I'm never going to fuck with an ain't shit nigga again, Jay. You done taught me how my last relationship was bad. I'm never going to fuck with an ain't shit nigga again. That's what she said. I said, don't say that. If you fuck with an ain't shit nigga again, you might recognize it quicker, or you might use him for some things, or you might fuck with it. And she said, no, Javon. When I meet niggas, you on my shoulder. I think about class and everything. The sister ended up fucking with an ain't shit nigga. Moved him into her house. and he told her, stop watching that fucking class. He didn't like me. Stop watching that fucking class. Ain't shit nigga. So I would call her. Hey, how did she never tell me what's going on. She never, I'm like, where is she at? She blocked me. She unfriended me. So I went to her page looking for her. I see her riding around in the car in love with this ain't shit nigga. All she had to do was ignore what she thought I was going to think about her fucking with this ain't shit nigga. I miss her. She missed me. But because she looked me in my face and said, you taught me this class, I ain't going to never fuck with an ain't shit nigga again. She's embarrassed. Hey, man, you may mess up again, but it's not a mess up. Don't think this class going to make this class. It's a game that's ever constant, ever playing. And right now, Chris and Lynn are the pieces on my board. And that's who I want on my board. And you put who you want on your board. You put who you want on your board. But if you put them on your board and they're able to be used to help you in the life, blue dot bubble, baby, then you ignore that little shit. Because when you focus on that little shit, it ends up controlling you. I used to be mad every day, angry in the morning, day start bad, simply because she was making the toothpaste watery. She was mad at me because I got up and happy singing. So Chris, speak on that. What did you learn yesterday? Because I saw your face light up. What did you learn yesterday about our conversation? And you tell them from your perspective, because without a doubt, people are going to feel the same way. I'm fucking up. I'm messing up. I ain't good. I had a woman come. She said, I ain't good at the game yet. I said, you are good. Yeah. You're thinking and manifesting. You just ain't controlling your focus yet. Go ahead, Chris.
Not as good as you want to be.
Yeah.
As good as you know you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we had the conversation, that was kind of like the summary of what I've been meaning. Like every time I kind of have my Jerry Springer moment, be like, I'm just saying, don't feel bad don't get down on yourself if you fuck up. That was just kind of that was the reason for my plea to whoever's watching, which was your summary yesterday. Like, this is not about not making a mistake and needing to push the reset. It's knowing that you've in a situation that you choose to not be in maybe again. And so when you reset, remember that and bring it with you the next time and just try to make it further. I mean, to the next step. And really the next step and what it's all about is not caring about how the people you've decided to attach to see you, like meaning don't decide to be psychic for them. Because you don't know they're going to see what you're doing any type of way. So the only thing you can know is to be blue to yourself. Mm-hmm. So the closer you stay to your blue, meaning, with your yellow being attached to your blue and not your pink, is the easiest it will be to be in these moments where you kind of what you consider fall off and have to get back on. You get what I'm saying? Don't get pink because you fall off. So when he said that, I just was like, okay, I'm exactly where I am supposed to be as far as in the conditioning of myself. I had to, and having bears and bubbles as a big factor on this journey. Of course, I'm redirecting myself, and I can't redirect myself if I ain't got off.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So what we have to understand, with this game, it's a game. It's just like me. I have to ignore shit. Like, you see these cameras and shit over here? Like Terrence said, I can't ignore we missed day 60. Chris tells me what day it is. I got to ignore the fact that you have one job. Tell me what date and day is, and you didn't fuck that up. Now, normally I'm so meticulous. I would go back and redo it I ain't fucking with that shit. It ain't that big of a deal. But it's a situation where I have to focus on where I want to be. You see what I'm saying? I look up different backgrounds every day for this show. I'm figuring out ways to get these cameras. As you can see, the camera a little close. You can see Lynn a little bit better. It's just a process. But what I do know is this. Bears and Bubbles is intellectual property that I own. I own this. This is copywritten. And this shit in the morning right here is something. So I'm not gonna focus on what the guy said, throw up ugly green background, cameras on the table. I'm not gonna focus on the cash apps. I'm focusing with blinders. This shit is mental health clarity, and it can help our people. And I'm looking down the line, and I'm believing as we do Almost Famous, and Almost Famous do what it do, people gonna say he got a mental health clarity show every morning, and it's already packaged. My man No Cash hit me up yesterday. It's funny. He said, man, you got to go to Bigo. He said, I made $6,400 in 1 month on Bigo. I said, what? He said, I made $6,400 in 1 month on Bigo. I said, what? I said, I got a Bigo, but as soon as I turned it on, that little kitty shit, I said, I can't do nothing with it. He said, I felt the same way. Till a nigga showed me. He said, man, I'm going to come up there and teach you. I said, well, bring your black ass up here. No Cash finna be here in a couple of days. Gonna teach me how to work that Bigo. That's some money I'm gonna try to make. Some stuff I can try to make. An intellectual property. But what I fucked up is, first thing I did, soon as them little, I said, man, I ain't fucking with that shit. I'd had 10 people tell me, yo, bro, you can get paid on Bigo. Every time I pull Bigo up, let me show you something. Watch this shit. Every time I pull this little shit up, this is what I see. And I've been focusing on the wrong shit. Look, watch this shit.
Blue Dot Nation.
I'm a grown ass man. This shit look like some kiddie shit. Watch this shit. And I'm giving y'all an example so y'all can see what I mean. Hold on, how this shit go?
That's the app that me and Chingy was damn cooking on. Remember I was cooking and Chingy was filming.
But guess what? I can't focus on that. My homeboy No Cash, he said, man, I was on my YouTube, but I was on my Bigo. He said, I took my Bigo over to Your Bears and Bubbles. He said, I started getting subscribers watching you. He said he been having his phone filming. This nigga said he got his phone filming my Bears and Bubble class, sending it to his Bigo, and people like, yo, this shit good, man. Accountability. But he was like, man, you better stop fucking with Facebook and fucking with them folks. And I said, well, I'm just going to get me a Bigo too. I want to reach as many people as I can reach, man. This is not a money game for me. I'm selling mental health clarity. And I just want to be accessible. Yeah. I want to be accessible. But I do want to be able to take care of these women and these kids around here. So, you know, y'all got anything else to say? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, man, I just wanted to say that because I know people, if I'm talking to my wife and she living here next to the master teacher, she get to touch the hem of my garment. She get to lick the bottom under my balls. She get to do all that shit. And she still feel like, damn, I'm fucking up. I ain't got the game down a chord. So I know some of our other sisters in the class can feel the same way.
I was speaking to one of the sisters from class yesterday, and she was talking about this. She stopped. She said, you know what? You are the strongest woman I know. For real. And I just realized that. And I was like, oh, why you said? She said, you live with it every day. You live with the master teacher every day. He's teaching you. See, like, she was like really saying, like, how are you able to be okay of this stripping away and building back up? Like, I didn't feel good. Feel good.
Feel
but
good.
Like,
that's what they don't understand.
Those moments, but I'm saying, like, as a person that had to strip away to nothing because I had built so much pink in me, I didn't have nothing real that I could stand on. And then that space felt long and dark before I understood how to just bubble myself up with it. So I get what she was saying.
Look what KB said. That's what No Cash said. He said, when you get over there, I ain't gonna lie, it's a bunch of them over there. I said, He said, but you can get money. I said,
You've been free somebody.
But this is the point, man. Like I said, I know other people. I mean, I got this motherfucker down pat. I got this game down pat. I love it. I love my life. People wonder why your manifestations are you. Nobody know what path you're on. People look at your life. Somebody looked at Jeff Bezos 8 years ago and say, you starting Amazon in your garage? You quit your job? And for a year, he was struggling. Now look at Amazon. So nobody know where you at in your path. Nobody know where you at in your path. So ignore what you think they think about your life. Y'all already know. I love y'all, man. We Blue Dot Bubbles, man.
Order.
It's all because of blue. I'm feeling brand new.
I love y'all, man. When we come in here, we just coming in here to get our day going.
Wake up in the morning, I don't need no snooze.
Talk to us real quick, sister.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to say I'm too sleepy right now to be on camera, but real quick, I just wanted to say, so this was the example that stood out to me the most. When you said that when you gave up on, when you stopped caring about y'all sex, it became the best. And the reason why that stood out to me the most is because there are so many expectations that we put on people and that we put on things that we want. And if we really just, like you said, say fuck it or ignore it or find something else to pay attention to, you can actually get through some things or get some things accomplished. And that just really stood out to me because, I mean, it was just deep. You know what I'm saying? Because we really put all this stuff. We just put all these expectations and we think we're supposed to have things a certain way. And if it don't be a certain way, we'll literally ruin or sabotage things because that one little thing doesn't go our way when you could really just ignore it or get over it. It's like this. If you're going to be in a relationship with someone and you start noticing this shit about them that you don't like, that shit ain't gonna change. So you either embrace it and you either love what you dislike about someone and you get over it and it becomes cute to you, or you stop fucking with them because you not liking that is always gonna be an issue. But even not stop messing with them, but stop caring about that thing in which you think you really care about that means so much, because as soon as you stop caring about it, you realize how minor it was.
I remember my ex-wife, I was eating dinner with her one day. Appreciate you, sister. She looked up at me and I caught her dead in the look. And I was like, yo, be real for once. I said, tell me, you was looking at me like you hate. She said, I don't like the way you chew your food, nigga. I said, God damn. She must really be sick of me, God damn it. I got to get up out of here, Jack. That motherfucker don't like the way I eat. I remember one night, was it you, Chris, or her? Somebody said something to me about snoring. I said, bitch, I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of here for love. Let's get out of here for love. I love this, man. It's a cup of coffee that gets me going, starts my day, starts your day. And we ain't got to have the revelation of Jesus Christ every day. We just got to keep moving and do this shit together.
Every day you live, you having a revelation to be, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Every day.
We're going to do our part. Y'all do y'all part. Y'all keep sharing it and keep helping us do it.
And now I don't feel that pain no more. Wake up in the morning, I don't need no snooze. Got a date for a day and a boom, boom, boom. Meditate for a few while I wait for the blue. Now I'm ready to be ready, let's get it, let's move. I feel alive. I'm so expectant. I believe I'm flying high. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your Blue Dot Bubble, baby. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your Blue Dot Bubble, baby. Blue is everything, and everything is green. Blue is everything, and everything is green. New day. New way, new view, let's get it started. New day, new way, new view, let's get it started.
Bitch, I'm high on cloud nine. Why you trying to stop my slime? It's my life, why? You won't miss me when I die. I can tell a fucking lie. I can change my fucking mind. I just think you're stuck in time.
Bitch, you cannot kill my vibe. Devin and Blaney.
I'm fucking around, sending ass to the nation. I'm running around the room, room naked. Tired of this front, tired of this fake, tired of this hate. Devin and Blaney. I'm fucking around, sending ass to the nation.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
I'm
baby.
your blue dot, baby.
When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
Whatever
baby.
you need.
Blue is everything.
Blue is everything.
And everything is green.
Everything is great.
Blue is everything.
Blue is everything.
And everything is green.
Everything
Oh,
is
new day, new way, new view, new. Let's get it, y'all.
Bubble up.
New day, new way, new view, new. Let's get it, y'all. Bubble up. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot baby. When you need me, call me. I'll be there in a hurry. I'm your blue dot bubble,
I'll be there for you.
Everything is, I'll be right there. When you need me, oh, when you need me, when you need me, I'll be right there.
Once again, we love y'all. We thank, hey, you got to know I'm ready for my Jerry Springer, Lynn. God damn it. Let's play the whole song again so I can just say.
Goddamn right.
Hey, look, once again, man,
Do
we
it.
thank y'all for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on. We call this the best show on earth. We love y'all, man. Listen, y'all share this with some like-minded people and cash app us. Help us keep the lights on. Do your part. We're going to keep doing our part. Thank
Save a
you.
mind.
We love y'all. And guess what we got before we get out of here? We got a team on too. One, oh, we forgot it. E handala robo shy, e she kiete, o robo bobo shy, yay stores, dabba do day, Hey, watch this. Let's do the handshake, Lynn. Come on, Chris. That's how close we are. Dabble do that. That's how close we are. That's how close we are. It ain't nothing but love and friendship around here, Jack. You can't see, love can only be multiplied. Another person just means more love. You can't divide love. Love can only be multiplied. If you believe in the word, I don't believe in the word. I'm just saying we are blue dotted line around here. Y'all ready? Team on two. 1, 2, team.